to Blue Jays today,
where we always have something to say
about the Blue Jays.
Nice, good one.
I'm your host, Adam Peddle.
And I'm your host, Nicholas Blaylock. Guys, we are back again for the second day in a row doing the free agency update. Yesterday was just me. Adam is back now, so we got both of the boys here chilling. Hopefully, we're going to get something going on today because yesterday, while we were doing stuff, not a whole lot of things went down. There were some minor Mets moves because the Mets like to do everything, roughly every 5 hours, you get another Mets move going on. So we'll probably have that happen to us once again today.
Yeah. You hear the talk, just to jump in and you mentioned the Mets, you hear the talk about Steve Cohen being like, oh yeah, we're definitely going to go over the $290 million.
Dude,
threshold.
that pissed me off so much, and I have respect for Mets fans, right? It's like, it's not your fault that your team is just the way that they are.
Yeah.
But it's like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Well, they're doing it. Well, okay, we'll put it in this perspective. What if the Blue Jays were like, let's buy everyone in over $290 million?
Okay, and I do... Okay, yes.
Yeah, you'll love it. Yeah.
I would obviously love that. That'd be amazing. That'd be amazing for the show. That'd be amazing for everybody watching. That'd be awesome for our franchise. But at the same point, I guess maybe I'm just more pissed off with the fact that baseball has not rectified this problem in which, if you are just super duper rich, you do not give a crap about the luxury tax. If you could literally spend $1 billion on your baseball team if you so wanted to.
If you did. If you really wanted to.
If you actually wanted to do that, you could.
And the whole thing about, there was some rumors yesterday, or, this whole week, actually, about the Rays being interested in Freeman. I laughed at that possibility, because that's just not a realistic possibility at all. You literally are competing with teams that could, if they really wanted to, spend $1 billion.
Yeah.
Maybe not realistically, but they could spend $300 million, $400 million if they wanted to.
Literally.
But yeah, the fact that the Rays can barely even touch that threshold is they're not gonna do that.
Exactly. No, it is stupid, dude, and that's why you end up with these teams with the mega deals on everybody, and it's like they can just make all of the plays, they can trade away things, they can get things done. I mean, Chris Bassett, for instance, I know that the Mets gave up some prospects for him, and fair, but the thing is, the reason that they can give up their prospects is because they'll just buy some more players.
They can do it. They're going all in.
Yeah, they're going all in, dude. They're going all in. They are the new New York Yankees, bro. They are the new New York Yankees.
And speaking of the New York Yankees, they are not being classic New York Yankees. They're making really, really weird moves, and they did make a move today. Yeah,
so you're talking to me about this? I actually didn't really hear too much about what they did. What did they go on do?
They brought someone back who played with them before. Let me just find it here. As we go through it.
Up on so everybody can see what we're looking at right now.
It's such a boring news.
Yeah, there's a lot of... So basically what's been going on today, folks, I tossed out a minute monologue earlier today, right after, and I do want to get your thoughts on this, because I basically gave my 2 cents, the Sonny Gray deal, but I did a minute monologue right after that. And since then, there's been a lot of little moves going on about, little bullpen pieces. It's like you've seen the Yankees now sign Tim LaCastro to a major league deal. Who are you? What have you done?
Let's look him up, because
I just saw a 190 batting average. That's all I need to know.
Dude, and this is funny. This is the funny part. Once we get his name in here.
Yeah.
Dude, he played with them last year and he's bad, but he signed him to a major league deal, which means you can't put him in the minor leagues.
Oh, God.
Look at
this. That's atrocious,
Look at this.
Yo.
139 at-bats with the Yankees last year, and they're like, you know what? Love this guy.
Oh, okay. What happened there actually? So most of it was with Arizona.
Oh, then they traded. Then they traded with 23, and they were like, "Ooh, God, why did we acquire this guy?" And then they signed him though.
Okay, well, keep signing those guys, Yankees. That's what makes me happy.
Yeah, that's one guy on their roster now.
That I'm very happy for you guys to have.
I'm really happy about that.
You keep filling up your roster with guys like Tim LaCastro, and we'll be doing pretty good. Also, shout out to everybody who's here right now. Yo, King Jacob saying, yo, what's good? Nick and Adam, Ari, Matthew Jenkins, Evil, Eric, everybody, man. There's so many of you stopping by. I love that we have the whole gang back together because baseball's going.
Yeah.
It's so good to see all you guys. Tim LaCastro is the fastest guy in baseball. Actually, I think that is the case.
It's true.
It is true. It's just that he can't get on base to do that. You know?
Exactly.
It's like
okay, cool. You're the fastest person. Yeah, but you're right. Get on base. Or, you know what? Tim LaCastro, go Go to a different sport. I don't know. Like, this doesn't look. Maybe I'm being hard on him. Maybe I'm a Tim McCastro hater.
Right.
You know what? Actually, I'm a Tim McCastro lover because you're helping me, the Toronto Blue Jays, beat the New York Yankees. So
yeah, I mean, as long as they keep getting people like that, like, I really don't care, man.
Yeah.
Like, you can keep doing stuff like that. Don't be going after the Carlos Correas and the Trevor Stories. And we will be talking about those guys, looking at their rumors very soon. Before we do that, though, I want to get your thoughts on the Sonny Gray deal moving over to the Minnesota Twins.
Yeah.
Sonny Gray was obviously a guy that the Blue Jays were looking at for quite some time now. He's probably off our radar, and probably some of these other pitching deals that we've talked about in the past, like the Louis Castillo, like the Tyler Mahle.
Yeah.
They're probably off our radar now as well, considering we did go out and pay $36 million for Yusei Kikuchi. But either way, Sonny Gray is a quality guy that we've looked at for a while, and now the Twins have him.
Yeah.
What are you thinking about this, dude?
Who did they give away?
So they gave away their top, or I don't know if it's their top prospect, but at least their first-round draft pick from this past year. So kind of like their version of Gunnar Hoagland is what they gave up. Yeah, and he was a pitching prospect as well.
Well, I know that when we broke down the Twins and like what they were trying to do with their team, like I was a very big believer that they were going to restructure, like retool. That was the term that we used, not rebuild.
Yeah, okay.
So this is, I guess, their attempt to
retool.
Like they're getting another tool here. Like they have a lot of young guys coming up too, so it's like, oh, maybe we can afford to ship one off and get a guy like Sonny Gray to come up and help support the young rotation. Yeah, because they really don't have anybody. Like.
No,
not at all.
No, they don't. You know, it feels weird to me because like I do understand like the whole retool thing and whatever. Like you get a few pieces, you go back into it. But it's like to give away the guy that you just drafted in the first round, who's also a pitcher.
Yeah.
That seems a little bit questionable for me.
Yeah.
I mean, the one exciting thing about this is that the Cincinnati Reds, and I said this in the monologue, they're open for business now, dude. They have just put down the thing. It's like for sale. The garage has opened up. It's like, come on, come on. Like, take our guys.
It's the Reds and the Athletics right now. They're open for business.
Yeah, they're having large fire garage sales going on right now.
Yeah.
And it's exciting because those aren't, it's like, they're not bad teams. In my opinion, like they
have the pieces.
They have good players that can get sold.
The thing is, like, they got to a place where it's like, okay, like we need a few more pieces, but we just can't get them with either money or no one's interested. The players aren't even interested in playing for them. Like literally, the Reds players are not interested in playing for the Reds. Yeah, and it's like, all right, well, goodbye. And it's always been a culture of the Athletics, for example, too, are also up for sale. It's like, yeah, we come here, we grow up here, then we leave. We don't stay here.
I saw something really interesting today that I never thought of, but it does make a lot of sense. And as somebody tweeted out there, I forget who it was, so I cannot give credit, but they basically said, if you can't get Freddie Freeman, if you miss out on Matt Olson, a great third option is Joey Votto. And I was like, interesting. If you're a club right now where it's like you think that you're like one good bat away from doing it. Also big shout out to Rahul for a $5 donation. I'll include Gurriel and Kirk in a potential package in J-Ram trade. I know you guys like Gurriel, but he has 2 years left, and Jays won't retain him. Possibly, we don't know, but at the end of the day, we talked about it, and if we're getting J-Ram, then we can make some sacrifices along the way.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to give up those guys, but it's like, it's like it might have to happen if we're getting J-Ram, but
trading for Votto, and here's my thing. Here's my reason why Cincinnati Reds won't trade for Votto, and I don't think Votto wants to be traded either because Votto's played his entire career there. He's almost near the end. It's like I think he wants to just be. That's the one guy that wants to be a Cincinnati Red, in my opinion.
Probably, yeah.
He wants to get his statue. He wants to get his jersey retired there. Like I would. You've already made it this far. It's like maybe at the end if you're like, all right, well, if I can still get all the accolades, and maybe if like, okay, we talked about this, sure. Yeah. But I just don't. I don't know. I don't really see it happening.
Could be. I think I was looking at it from the standpoint of like if I'm another team right now, like if I'm the let's say I'm the Boston Red Sox, and like they've kind of been in a search for a while for getting a solidified first baseman. If I'm the Boston Red Sox, they're out here. They have a very good ball club, I think, probably contending for playoffs this year again. Joey Votto seems like a pretty good target for them to go after, in my opinion, because you could probably get him decently cheap. And, he's got, like, a good year left in him, I think, at least. Maybe even two. I don't know.
We ranked him as a franchise.
We did rank him pretty highly, so it's like...
maybe. Well, I mean, I haven't heard anything. Obviously, it's all speculation. But
all speculation right now.
We haven't heard of anything of Joey Votto being traded. But
also, 104 people in here right now. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you guys haven't already. Let's see if we can get to, like, what, 35 likes?
35 likes is super doable. 35 likes, guys. All right, what other kind of news? What else is going to happen? See, today was a weird day. It's just a bunch of bullpen guys that I've never heard of.
I'd love to take a quick look on Twitter potentially and look up the Blue Jays, see if there's any rumors for us, what we're doing recently. Also, did you see, I actually totally missed this yesterday. This came out about like 22 hours ago or something like that. Maybe the tweet will pop up here. But did you hear what we offered Jonathan Villar?
No.
So we gave him an offer. We literally gave Jonathan Villar an offer of $6.5 million plus a $1 million incentives for a 1-year deal, and he rejected it. I was like, really?
Okay, boo to both sides. You're all done.
Yeah.
You're all done. Like, I understand VR, whatever. Bench bat, has speed. He's Tim LaCastro for the Blue Jays now. It's actually better. He's actually better than Tim LaCastro. But it's like, VR, you're not going to get that money.
Yeah.
I'd bet money that he's not going to get that money.
That seems like good money for VR, but I guess he just, maybe he had a bit of a sour taste in his mouth after what happened from the last stint with the Blue Jays that he had, because obviously that did not go very well, and the fans were not the biggest VR fan when he was here too.
Yeah, maybe he knows that we hate him so much.
Probably, and he also probably knows as well, like, here's another thing too. If I'm VR, yes, I get $6.5 million, but I have to keep in mind that that's going to be it for the rest of my career probably. Because,
you're toast.
Because unless somebody big gets injured on our team, he's just not going to get any playing time.
Yeah.
So maybe it would be better if you're VR to go to a team where it's like, okay, I'm at least, like, it's a bad team, but it's a 1-year deal, it's less money, but at least I'm guaranteed a starting job, and maybe I can play myself into a better contract in future years. I don't know. I'm speculating on this. I'm not sure, but could happen.
Yeah, I think he sucks, and I never want to see him in a Blue Jay uniform ever again.
I have no interest in seeing him in a Blue Jays uniform at all.
Wow, how the fuck did you know?
Yeah, literally.
Are you kidding me?
Dude,
Why do we offer that? Stop that.
I don't want to do that anymore, guys. Yeah, I don't want to be doing that. And I really don't want to be, like, standing up here doing the minute monologue.
Got VR.
Yeah, it's like, well, guys, we got VR. It's like,
I'm not even going to be excited about that. I'll just be honest. Just, that was a horrible signing. I mean, bench. Like, we have bench guys in the minor. Just call up Jordan Groshans.
Yeah.
Call up fucking what's his face? Martinez. Call up Martinez. Oh gosh.
Austin Miller coming in here and saying, in an ideal world, let's pretend that they signed Freeman and traded for J-Ram Springer, J-Ram, Vlad, Freeman, Bichette, Hernandez, Gurriel, and Jansen. ? And yeah, probably that. Maybe instead of Jansen, you get Kirk in there, but that would just be an incredible lineup. I do not believe that we're going to be trading and acquiring Freddie Freeman.
No. Unless we're the Mets.
Unless we're literally the Mets and we're Steve Cohen, we can do anything that we want.
Yeah.
So apparently though, and this is something that I talked about too in the update that I did this morning, guys. If you haven't been paying attention, check those updates. They're going to be coming out like every day for the next little bit. But it sounds that we are kind of in the final 4 or 5 bidding ball clubs for Freddie Freeman. That's at least what people were saying on Twitter. People that were at least like somewhat reputable.
Yeah, because I know I heard that it was mainly Dodgers, Atlanta, and the New York Yankees are in the mix.
Yeah.
Those are kind of the big guys, obviously. Former team, and then the 2 biggest markets. So, what do you think? The odds of us getting Freddie Freeman? Probably not.
I forget who it was. There's a tweet out there, but it was like somebody who is somebody said it on MLB Network that the Blue Jays are in the final 4 teams. And it was on MLB Network. I don't know how reputable this guy is or whatever, but it's like somebody who is somebody said on MLB Network that the Jays are in the final 4 bidding ball clubs for Freddie Freeman. And you got to imagine that those final 4 ball clubs would be us, New York, Atlanta, and then the Dodgers. So it's like, I don't know if we can find the tweet here, but
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I can't really find much right now. There's really nothing going on right now. Maybe some power rankings. But not really much, guys. Not really. If the Blue Jays signed Freddie Freeman.
Oh
my gosh.
You got to be, it's got to be a Dodgers fan.
That's a
Yankees
Yankee fan.
Yankees fan right there, guys.
Yeah. You know what? Let's get him. There's something about just an angry Yankees fan.
Right.
The Blue Jays are winning.
Right, yeah.
Yes. Tear that door down.
And it's got to be nice, too. You got to keep in mind that it's like, if we get him, that they can't get him.
Exactly. And they're going to be seeing him like 20 times this year. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. 128 people in here right now. Please hit the like and subscribe button. We didn't hit 35. Can we get to 50? That would be really, really cool.
Ooh.
What do we have here? Would Freeman play third or be the DH and first base sometimes?
So you definitely, are you talking about Freeman playing third?
Yeah, that's what Marco just asked right here.
Probably not playing third.
No, I don't think so.
He's going to be first baseman. So. Like, like, there's no way you could convince Freeman, like, hey, come to play for Toronto and play third. A position that you, like, really never play. Actually, I don't think he's ever played third.
I don't think he ever has either, dude. I don't think he ever has either.
Well, we're talking about him. I'll just bring up his stats.
Also, Matthew Jenkins here saying, latest on Freeman, he wants to return to Atlanta, but they won't give him the money. He's trying to use leverage. He's trying to use leverage from New York and the Jays to get more money.
That makes sense.
And, yeah, I mean, that does make a lot of sense, honestly. Like, if I was Freddie Freeman, I'd be looking at my career numbers and going, wow, I'm really good at baseball. I just won a World Series in Atlanta.
Yeah.
People in Atlanta love me. I can go to any Atlanta bar and get anything that I want. You know, it's like, I'm going to get a statue in Atlanta if I stay here for longer.
Exactly.
So it's like, just pay me my money.
I kind of hope that he does do that because, like, look, I think that Atlanta's lowballing him a lot, and I think it's smart. If he really does want to be, like, stay with Atlanta, yeah, use Yankees to, like, get that price range up.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't play for the Yankees. Don't do that. Don't play for the Dodgers. No. Go win another World Series with the Atlanta Braves.
No, I agree. Good work. I do agree. Absolutely, man.
But yeah, other than that, guys, like right now I just want to look at, like, there's really nothing to look at here. Like, Brad Boxberger. Like, okay, we're being reunited with the Brewers. Cool. You know? That's it. What other kind of things we got today? Oh, I think the Phillies signed someone too.
Phillies have been in on a lot of guys as well, man. The rumors are circulating heavy around the Philadelphia Phillies about how not only, I don't know who they signed, but not only about Castellanos, but also Bryant. I don't know if you saw that Bryce Harper was talking about Chris Bryant, basically saying, like, guys, we need to acquire this dude and, like, respect. I mean, if I'm Chris Bryant, I'd be like, okay, that's pretty cool. Like, Bryce Harper's like, come play with me. But yeah.
And there's all, it's just like everyone's kind of working. But what I love right now is that all these relievers are kind of being taken off, the waiver wire. They're being signed. They're being traded. The ones that haven't been, and they're the ones I'm most interested in, are Kenley Jansen, Andrew Chafin, and Colin McHugh. Those are the ones that are still on the board, probably garnering some interest. We haven't heard much. I feel like they're not really going to get a lot of media coverage because they're relievers. And relievers really don't get that much media coverage anyways. But I'm going to give them a spotlight right here. So I'm thinking there's obviously a market out there for them. There's a lot of different conversations. And I think that it's possible that we're going to be in on the mix with them. I'm making that up right now. I have no insider information.
What, Kenley Jansen and all those guys?
Yeah, because we haven't heard anything. And like I was saying, they don't get many like networking coverage. They don't get any coverage.
Yeah.
They're not sexy, you know. Maybe their faces and like bodies are sexy.
Wow, okay.
But they're not sexy.
That's another stream. Yeah.
That's another.
Do that stream at a different time. Yeah, for sure.
But they're not flashy. They're not sexy in terms of like their ability to make an impact on the field. But we know that's not true. And the Toronto Blue Jays will come and help you. We will highlight you. We will love you.
Yeah.
If you come and sign with us. So please, if you're out there, know that we're out for you.
I was pretty upset when Jake Diekman left the board today. Going to Boston, man. Like, that was not an ideal thing. Also, Jin K coming in here with Votto saying, I love your minute monologues. Prompt, concise, informative, and fun to watch. Keep up the good work as always. Go Jays, go. Thank you so much, Jin K. We really appreciate that, dude, and we really appreciate your donation.
All right. That's straight up it, guys. Yeah.
Well, can we take a quick look at Jake Diekman and just show these guys like exactly what happened here? So basically, the Boston Red Sox acquired Jake Diekman today. I don't think that the details of the deal have been revealed yet. It's just that they're going to do it. It's like basically it's been decided like it is going to happen. But I don't think that the actual details of maybe they have since I
Red Sox signed Jake Diekman. For the second time today, the Red Sox are adding a lefty to the bullpen because they added Ottavino. Did they add Ottavino? No, it was White Sox. Who's that?
That was the Mets, bro.
Mets.
Yeah. Dude, the Mets are always doing. The Mets will never not do anything.
But honestly, Ottavino was kind of doo-doo last year, and cool, take him. He was like a 4.21 ERA.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they signed him to a 1-year, $4 million deal.
Yeah,
like that's all they did, you know. So it's like the Mets are just trying to get anybody right now and everything.
So this Diekman deal is believed to be a multi-year deal. Through the exact terms are not yet clear. Diekman, yeah, we know he's one of the top 10-year veteran. Blah 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 blah. Let's look him up right here. Just to remind everybody what kind of guy this is, because this guy's in our division now.
Yeah, and he was good last year, man. Oh, wait.
No, he wasn't. 3.86. You know, I knew he wasn't that good.
Who was I looking at that was really good?
He was great in 2020.
That's what those are the numbers that I was thinking of. Yeah. Because I remember I was like, oh my God, he had a 0.42 ERA, and I talked about that in my mid monologue. But yeah, it's like literally back then he had that in 2020. So exceptional. And then last year, like, he was good. You know, he was good.
I mean, dude, let's give him some credit here. Last 3 seasons, 3.69 ERA as a bullpen. He's good.
I mean, we could have used Jake Diekman last year.
Definitely.
We could have used Jake Diekman.
He's very similar. I don't know their player types at all, but if we're just looking pure ERA, you know, whip, everything, he's like, oh, he's Trevor Richards. You know? It's Trevor Richards type of player.
Right.
Turn that like mid-3 ERA.
Yeah. King Jacob saying, I could be wrong, but I think I heard something on the Yankees are uninterested in Carlos Correa right now. Okay, I'll take that. What the heck's going on with Carlos Correa?
No idea. Let's find out.
I did hear earlier today that, and I mean, like, people were freaking out about this on Twitter, but, like, what the hell else is he supposed to say? But it was, Aaron Boone, or the owner of the Yankees, were, like, talking about their shortstop, and it's like, Gio Urshela is our shortstop. And, like, Yankees Twitter, like, freaked out about that. But then everyone else was like, well, what do you expect this guy to say? Like, Carlos Correa is our shortstop? Like, Trevor Story's, you don't have them yet, you know? Like, relax.
You know what? I kind of hope that he was saying it to, like, actually be truthful.
Like, be like, this is not acquiring.
We're not acquiring anyone.
Yeah, we are not getting another person.
Are we about to watch the collapse of the Yankees?
Yeah. Oh, I'm so ready for I know I've seen Keisha in here a little bit. I'm sure that we have a few other Yankees fans in here. And I mean, like, for your sakes, I don't want it, but for our sakes, I do really want it. I do need it, you know?
Yeah, really right now, like, not much.
Seeing some speculation here that it's like, I'm convinced that the Yankee fans want to sign Carlos Correa. Yeah, Yankee fans definitely want to sign Carlos Correa. Absolutely. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, everybody should want to sign Carlos Correa. Maybe not to his $300 million deal that he wants, but you should want Carlos Correa if you are another freaking team.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't think they're going to do it. I think, honestly, I'm leaning more that they're not going to sign a shortstop. They're not going to sign Trevor Story. They're not going to sign Correa. I'm leaning there. I'm leaning there hard.
What do you think that they are going to do?
Nothing. They're going to do nothing.
You don't think that they're going to get back Rizzo or something?
Oh, yeah. Oh, for, like, first baseman, they might go. Yeah, they're going to get a first baseman. They're going to get a first baseman. Either Rizzo, Olsen, or Freeman.
Yeah.
They're not going to do anything with the shortstop. There's just too much coming out that they're like, oh yeah, that we're not interested in getting these guys.
I never really thought that it was necessary for them. Like, I thought Gio Urshela was okay. You know,
apparently defensively he's so ass.
Oh really?
Yeah, he's so bad.
Yeah, if he's ass defensively, like that is a complete other thing. But I mean, I don't think that Trevor Story is that much better either. Like I read some article.
I thought he was decent
defensively. That it's like, you know, he could be questionable there, but
really?
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that, so I'm not entirely sure.
I think he's pretty good, actually.
Huge fan of the show. Go Jays, go, Adrian. Shout out, dude. Shout out.
Thank you, Adrian. Nice to see you again, man.
Also, 59 likes right now. Is it possible for us to get to 69? I would really appreciate that.
There we go. Trevor Story.
I think the Mariners are the top team to get Bryant or the Phillies. I know. I don't want it, though. I do not want that.
Let's see here. Fielding. Ooh. Yeah, it is kind of... How many years? Yeah, he's you know, that's not bad for a shortstop, actually.
Yeah, that's not horrible,
That's not bad. You know, he is, you know, almost half of, like, Bo's errors.
Yeah.
You know, and this is just pure errors guy. If we go to baseball savant to go to the outs above average, we'll probably find a more articulate answer. Trevor Story.
Yeah. Also, Ian Frank coming in here saying, are the Jays looking to get another big bat, ? And everything that we've heard from them basically says they do want to acquire another big name offensively. But like, at the same point, we haven't been hearing too much rumors from the Jays that we're doing something.
Yeah, they're not really on the top of, like, the rumor list. Like,
Yeah.
you are hearing those Dodgers, these Yankees, you know, everything like that, but, like, literally nothing.
Granted, I will also say that I didn't hear anything at all before we signed Yusei Kikuchi.
Only pre-lockout we did.
Pre-lockout.
We did, yeah.
But it's like,
but also
on
pre-lockout
the day of.
Pre-lockout we were on Freeman and Brian.
Yes,
and,
yeah,
and all
that's
those
what I
guys.
mean, you know, but it's like on the day of, there was no news about Blue Jays doing anything. It was just kind of like, boom, we did it. And I understand that Yusei Kikuchi is not the same level of interest of Chris Bryant or Freddie Freeman, but just throwing it out there that it's like maybe we have been looking at these guys, it's just not being documented right now or anything like that, so it's possible.
Also got the answer. Trevor Story is absolutely dog doo-doo at defense. Outs above average.
Yeah, I thought I did know that.
Horrible.
Yeah,
Wow.
That is absolute crap hole.
That's crap. You are crap.
Yeah, that is crap hole. So he is not good at defense, guys. And that's why I think too, you know, I know he was talking about how he wants to stay at short, but like go play second, guy.
Yeah, for real.
Go play second base.
Go play second. Yeah, what the heck?
Go play second.
You're dog doo-doo.
Yeah.
You're dog doo-doo.
You're not good at defense right now, and it's like you do have a great bat. Your bat belongs on a playoff contending ball club, but
Like
your
the Toronto Blue
defense,
Jays.
like the Toronto Blue Jays.
Well, like, is it really that hard, Trevor?
You know?
Is it really that hard, my friend?
Yeah, like come over. What is his last three like? Just like offensively numbers.
Let's take a little
Last
peekaboo.
3 years right here. 194 people in here right now. Shout out. Please hit the like and subscribe button, guys. And if you have any questions for stuff that you want us to look at, some rumors that you want us to inquire about, then please hit us in the chat.
Yeah, because we're kind of going live here. We're checking out Twitter. We're checking out MLB trade rumors. So, yeah, if you guys see something on your end, like, tell us. We'll bring it up.
Yeah.
Also, last 3 years.
Very good.
Very
good. That's
Very
pretty.
good.
That's honestly that slash line
Marcus
there.
Semien.
Yes, exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
277 batting average, 348 on base, 516 slugging, 864 OPS. Those numbers are very close to what Marcus Semien did last year for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Oh yeah.
So just come over here, play second base, and like we don't even need to worry about your defense, man.
Yeah. I wonder how many home runs if the Coors Field effect would have anything on us.
Probably something. It would do something.
Oh yeah.
You know?
It would change 36. Oh wow. 36 home runs. He said he would hit, and he hit 24 last year.
What?
They're actually saying he would hit more.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense at all. What the heck? They're saying what? He must have hit him in like weird spots in the ballpark.
Where did you do this, Trevor Story? Where did you hit these home runs?
All right, well, I guess he'll hit more home runs with us then. All right,
Yeah,
that's
great.
cool.
Come hit 36 home runs with the Toronto Blue Jays,
Yeah,
please. We'll take 36 home runs. I'll take that.
it.
Jack Smith, really warming my heart with this question right here. What's it like to maybe have the best young core in baseball from a jealous Yankees fan? What's it like, buddy? What's it like? How does it feel for you to have maybe the best young core in baseball as a jealous Yankee fan inquires?
Jack, it feels absolutely fantastic. We literally created an entire show because we were so excited about this young, fantastic core in baseball. One of the best, like you said. Your words, not mine. It feels great, dude. Honestly, there's a nice, like, 5-year window, at least like a 5-year window that we're going to have to compete. And things are looking good. Like, I never thought we'd get to a point where it's like we have a legit shot to, like, take over the East this year. Depending on, you know,
we could. I mean, the other teams are very good.
They are, but like it's still a good shot. You know what I mean? Like, you know, everyone's chirping the Jays, being like, "Oh, we're gonna be like third." Like, "Oh, great signing Kikuchi for a third place team," and it's like, buddy.
Really? Are people saying that?
Oh yeah, there was an analyst. There was an analyst on Twitter that was like, "Oh yeah, Jays should sign Kikuchi. That's a great signing for a third place team." Like that was a backhanded compliment.
Get out of here,
dude. No, like. We literally won one less game than the Yankees and the Red Sox last year.
Yeah.
Okay, Tampa Bay Rays on a whole new level.
For a
That's gonna be hard.
third-place team?
Like,
really?
dude, we're literally 1 win away, 2 wins away from being a second-place team. So, like, it's kind of...
I mean, like, it is possible for us to finish third, which would, you know, at this point would kind of suck because it would just piss me off that this analyst said it. You know, like,
We'd still make playoffs.
I don't think that you can unequivocally say that the Toronto Blue Jays are going to finish third now. The only thing I think you can unequivocally say is that we will not finish last.
No,
that's the only thing that you. That is the only thing that you can say with, I do believe, 100% certainty. Like literally everyone on our team would have to die.
Everyone.
We need to be on like
we need to have like a AAA team.
Yes.
And even then, we still might.
I think the only narrative where the Toronto Blue Jays finished last is like we're flying off to play the Dodgers, and the plane crashes.
Oh no!
You know, and it's oh god, like the Toronto Blue Jays are just all
literally like
they're all in the hospital. Yeah, like a complete tragedy, and then maybe our AAA team.
I mean, we still have good prospects, so.
Yes, but I am going to give the Baltimore Orioles just a little bit of credit.
Wow.
That you'd think that they could be able to beat our prospects, but
True.
That's the only way that I could see it happening. But
right. Oh, Robert Murray on Twitter will let me go take
Ronald
a look.
Guzman. Oh, Jesus Christ, the Yankees just acquired somebody.
No.
I don't know who Ronald Guzman is. But
Ronald Guzman? I think he's a first baseman.
Really?
No way.
Oh, can the Yankees get the? Okay.
I think he's not that good either.
What's Robert Murray saying? Tell me what you're saying.
Oh, here we go, everybody.
Okay, source. Free agent first baseman outfielder Ronald Guzman is signing a minor league contract with the New York Yankees.
Okay.
That includes an invite to spring training. Guzman hit 27. Guzman 27 hit for 227 batting average, 304 on base, 414 slugging with 31 home runs and 104 in 4 seasons. So I mean, like, that's something. That's something.
Yeah, that's like
Yankees.
A bench guy.
Yeah,
it's a bench first baseman,
and they're probably gonna pay him like $1 million. So yeah, I mean, like maybe like just that.
Yeah,
and like that'll be it.
Yeah, I mean that's cool. I was really hoping it would be major league contract.
Yeah. Just like another Tim LaCastro.
Yeah, just like, what the heck? Like, why are we bringing all these nobodies on the team? Oh, man. Okay, Jack, if you're still out there, dude. Oh, man, I'm sorry that nothing's happening right now, man. Right. I actually, I was expecting you guys to come out swinging, like get angry, frustrated like the Mets did, and like just start buying everybody. But it hasn't happened yet, so I was really frustrated.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, the Yankees are. You guys can get one guy. You guys can get one guy. It's only fair. We're gonna get one guy. We've already got one guy. You guys are allowed to get one guy, in my opinion. The only thing that would really piss me off is if the Yankees came out here and started doing what the Mets are doing right now.
Yeah.
Like, the Mets are, like, pissing me off, and the Dodgers are going to piss me. If the Dodgers acquire Freddie Freeman, they're going to piss me off, dude.
Man.
They're going to piss. Hey, dude, your thoughts on the Clayton Kershaw $17 million deal? What the hell is that? What the hell is that?
Okay, well, I don't know what's come out. I don't know what's come out because I was a bit of a way. I wasn't focusing too much on the details of every signing, but is there anything come out that's like Kershaw was like, you know what, I want to play for LA, and that's all I care about.
I haven't heard anything about that, dude. I haven't heard anything at all. It's just like people are speculating that it's a 1-year deal because they think Kershaw could be done after this, which is potentially true. Maybe he retires. I mean, like, he's done pretty much everything that somebody can do in the league. He is older, but what I'm saying to myself is, 1 year, why is it only $17 million?
Yeah,
like I'd pay 30.
Like that's what I got. That's what I'm saying. It's like obviously LA has a cap issue right now.
Yeah,
they are getting close. Maybe they have plans to bring in someone like Freeman. And told Kershaw like, look, we really need you in our rotation.
Yeah,
we could maybe give you like $17 million. And Kershaw's like, you know what? Maybe he's like, this is my final year. Right. I'll do whatever it takes to win one more ring. I'll do it. I don't know.
Maybe
because he was gonna get paid by like the Rangers. He was going to get paid.
That's the thing. That's what I don't understand. Because like the Rangers were going to throw the bag at him, and then he decided to literally sign a $17 million 1-year deal.
Yeah,
like you're Clayton Kershaw, dude.
Like maybe he wants to run it back a little bit. Maybe throw up a better year for Kershaw standards, win another ring, and then get really paid because he's still 30. He's gonna be 34.
He's 33. Yeah, he'll be 34 next year. I mean, like again,
you're running out of years now, Clayton. Like I know you're really elite and like superstar, but like now maybe your deal might be 3 years, maybe 2 years.
Yeah, it would be probably, but depending on what he does, like if he throws up like a 3 ERA, with like 160, 170 innings, like I'm happy to give you 3 years of elite
I'll give
money.
you what Max Scherzer was.
Probably, probably.
He's got to be healthy too. So
yeah.
Wow,
Ari says he's already made a ton of money. Also, hometown discount. He's not quite the same guy. I guess so, man. But like, still, it feels shocking to me because I almost guarantee that any other team would have given him like 10 additional $1 million probably.
Yeah, well, you got here Steelers fan saying it's called loyalty. And yeah, and you know what? You don't see a lot of loyalty now in professional sports.
True.
You really don't. So I guess when we see that, we're like, what?
Yeah.
You idiot.
Yeah.
You could have made money.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I respect that. Like, if my players, like, I want to play, like Freddie Freeman, for example, like maybe he wants to play for Atlanta, but Freddie Freeman and his agent know that he's worth more than what they offered him.
Right.
So they're like, let me work this up. And I really hope he does go back and play for Atlanta.
I also think it makes it a little bit easier, too, when the team in mind is probably the World Series favorite and they live in the city of L.A. You know, it's like these are all contributing factors here where it's like, I've been here forever. I'm Clayton Kershaw. I live in L.A. Like, I can do whatever I want in L.A., probably the most desirable city to go and play a sport in.
Yeah, and think about you leave and you go play for someone like, let's just say the Toronto Blue Jays. You go to a completely different country.
You got to uproot your family. You've never lived here before.
Right, for like 1, 2, 3 years when it's like all your kids are growing. I don't even know
and
if
then you're going to move back to L.A. probably after it's done.
Like,
that's fair.
And then like that's why the Rangers were so like very like likely because that's where he grew up. So it's like, okay, well, we're gonna live here after I retire, so I'll finish my career here.
I'll go finish my career here. That's very possible.
Right?
249 people in here right now. Shout out to every single one of you. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Is it possible for us to get 100 likes? That would be freaking elite. Yo, and hit the sub button because we're gonna be doing a lot more content very soon. Probably a lot more of these lives.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but that was definitely very shocking to me. And you got to imagine, and I think maybe that's probably why Freddie Freeman is taking as much time as he is. Because probably LA is offering him more money than Atlanta. But he does want to play in Atlanta. But then at the same point, you're like, well, I'm Freddie Freeman and it's LA. Like, I could win back-to-back World Series just in a different city, maybe, if I go to L.A.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get paid, like, an additional $5 million a year for the rest of my life or something like that. I don't know, but I don't know what the deal is. But
well, we'll see. I do, you know, with that information you told me where, like, you think he's going to be, like, jacking up the price, I feel like that was, like, that's truth. And I feel like he's going to do that. I think he's going to play for L.A. Or not L.A., Atlanta.
Marshall Owen asks a question right here. If Freeman leaves Atlanta, do you think Atlanta is going to make a move for Olsen?
If Freeman leaves Atlanta, do you think Atlanta is going to make a move for Olsen? Yeah, and Rizzo, both of them. It's like there's a back and forth between New York and Atlanta. It's like either way, one of them is going to get one of those three guys.
Probably.
And and then the third one, I don't know,
some
Boston
other team
or
Boston.
LA or whatever. Yeah. Also, I wanted to bring this up because I saw a tweet earlier from Joc Pederson. But Joc Pederson's been tweeting today.
Joc Pederson's been saying a lot of weird stuff, bro.
He said, this is his last tweet. He goes, someplace warm. He's tweeting about, because he's trying to make a decision right now.
Yeah.
He goes, someplace warm, a place where the beer flows like wine, where beautiful women instinctively flock like the salmon in Capistrano. I'm talking about a little place called Aspen. Which
Joc,
is kind of ironic because
are you like fucking drunk right now, Joc? Like, what are you talking about, guy?
And this is what he said earlier. He said, decisions. Which obviously means he's got a few offers on the table.
Jesus Christ, Joc. I mean, like, you're good, but you're not that good to be tweeting out stuff like that, guy. Like,
he just won a World Series, feeling hot right now. You know.
I guess. What did Joc Pederson do last year? Like, is he still good at baseball?
He was good. Yeah.
Yeah. Did he have a good year? Maybe I'm underrating him a little bit. I think
he's under. Yeah, I think we're underrating him just a tad.
Okay.
He's one of the guys where, like, if we signed as a lefty bat, like, to replace Dickerson, I'd be like, oh yeah.
Really? Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, let's look here. Career 794 OPS.
Yeah, career numbers are pretty good. Last year was a bit of a down year.
2020 can throw it away. Let's combine the three.
The last 3 years for Joc Pederson. Okay,
791.
Like,
you know,
decent.
He's played with LA. He's won a World Series. Like, you know, he bats. His batting average is kind of low, but he's more of a slugger. So he's basically like Randall Grichuk, but lefty.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. This makes us Dumb and Dumber. That's a line, apparently, from the movie Dumb and Dumber. So now we're just Dumb and Dumber. We're just dumb and,
You know, okay, that's funny. I didn't even know that because, first of all, great movie. Great movie, because that's actually pretty stupid.
I was gonna say, like, that is fucking dumb as crap, but
that's kind of funny.
Where the beer flows like wine. That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
all right. I guess I am the stupid one.
Someplace warm, Aspen. Like, it's like the literal opposite.
Yeah, I thought he was just like literally trolling all of us, which I guess he kind of is anyways, but like, all right, Joc, we see you. Okay. We see you, man.
Thank you, guys.
We see you, yeah. Literally, shout out to you guys. Also, 1 like away from 100. Can we get there? If you're number 100, comment.
Ooh, get to 100, guys.
Yeah, get to 100. Get to 100. We want to see it.
Ooh. Oh, someone subscribe.
Subscribe. Yeah, let's go. Can we take a look? What's going on with any news about like Nick Castellanos or Trevor Story or any of those guys?
Not really. Let me just take a look at. Let me look at MLB trade rumors one more time.
Feeling hella old watching these guys. Missed that Dumb and Dumber reference. Man, we've seen the movie.
I have. When I was very young, though, I will be honest.
I just don't know it like the back of my hand.
Yeah, I just don't know it. Well, let's take a look. Like Nicholas Castellanos, I don't see anything happening with Nicholas Castellanos.
Yeah, the only thing I've basically seen on Twitter is that like the Phillies are very much inquiring about him. Yeah, literally the first thing there is like Phillies. John Morrissey connects Phillies to all-star slugger Nick Castellanos, and it feels like the Phillies really want to do something here. Yeah, and I think that they should because. Like if I'm the Philadelphia Phillies right now and I'm looking at my lineup and I'm thinking to myself, well, we just had an MVP Bryce Harper and we didn't make playoffs.
Well, what's the problem?
Yeah, okay.
They're fixing the bullpen. They are
doing their best to fix the bullpen,
which
right?
we need to do a little bit more of.
We do need to do a little bit more of. The Toronto Blue Jays need to do a little bit more of that.
Well, I don't want to change topics, fish topic, and then I want to talk about our bullpen.
Okay, yeah, I do want to talk about our bullpen too, but yeah, literally, it's just like if I'm the Philadelphia Phillies, I'm thinking to myself, we had an MVP last year. He's probably going to be MVP worthy again. We had a Cy Young candidate last year, who was really good.
Elite.
Our ace pitcher had a down year last year. It's very possible that he could bounce back, do good work. So it's like, if we just acquire, like, if all those things kind of line up together, and if we can also get a Nick Castellanos to help out Rhys Hoskins, Real Muto, Bryce Harper, like, you're looking pretty damn good right now. Now you can start making a play for that division.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have McCutchen anymore. I know, he wouldn't be playing center field. McCutchen moved over to a corner, maybe. I don't know if he did, but he's a corner outfielder anyway, Singles Castellanos. It's a good fit, good slot in the lineup. Yeah, I like it, and they are fixing their bullpen, so that works, and the rotation's great, and the lineup would be great. Now, the Toronto Blue Jays, now that we've signed Kikuchi, so Pearson's playing out of the bullpen now to start the year. We talked about this yesterday.
Yeah.
Right?
Before we get into it, I just want to say, Ricardo, we will answer your question very soon, dude. He said, hi, new sub here's got a cool question. So
okay, we'll answer it in a moment.
Yeah, we'll answer that in a second, dude.
So Pearson's pitching on the bullpen now. It's like he will start the bullpen. So we kind of acquired a bullpen arm.
A bit. A little bit.
I want to look at his stats out of the bullpen.
In fact, and I was going to suggest this for later this week, but podcast ideas, I wanted to take a look at Nate Pearson and evaluate what to do with him. Because I know a lot of you guys, and it's like a little spoiler alert here is about what we're going to talk about in this podcast if we do eventually make it. But a lot of you guys were saying, okay, time to trade Nate Pearson. We've acquired Kikuchi, time to trade Nate Pearson, which I don't think that we're on the train of right now. Like, if we're going to... Now, granted, if we trade Nate Pearson and he is, like, the big part of a deal for J-Ram or,
Right.
Marte,
There's something greater.
Okay, like, we can definitely do something like that. But just to trade Nate Pearson, I don't think that is what we want to do, especially when you look at what he did out of the bullpen last year.
Dude, look at this. Look at this stuff. He had a 2.84 ERA out of the bullpen. That would have been, I think, a third best of the if it was over a long stretch of games, right?
Yeah.
But that would have been third in our bullpen, just under Simber and Romano. Only a 208 batting average. Like the OPS, the slugging is all down. Like the strikeout numbers are up. 20 strikeouts in 12 innings. That's awesome. So you think about it, we kind of did acquire, quote unquote, because he already had him.
Yeah.
A bullpen guy.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. Even if, let's just say Nate Pearson pops off in spring training. Like he pops off and now he earns himself a starting role. well, it doesn't matter. Like, now we just have more pitchers, and it's like, I guess Kikuchi's doing the long man thing, or somebody's going to the bullpen who we can have in the bullpen, and I can feel good about it.
Yeah. Stripling can be our bridge dude now.
Yes.
Stripling in the middle relief, Yimi
Which
Garcia.
is probably the role that he should be in all of the time. Like,
Absolutely.
that's where he excels.
Absolutely.
I don't like it when Stripling starts baseball games for us, man.
No. Unless he fixes his windup in the middle of the season and then somehow is elite.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like the bullpen's looking nice. I just think we just need one more big dude.
Yes, I would like to have. I still want Chafin. I still want Andrew Chafin, man.
Absolutely.
Give me this would the perfect literal free agency remaining for us. I think is like we want Chafin. And also, it would be really nice to acquire a big bat, whether that be Chris Bryant, whether that be, I mean, I prefer Chris Bryant to the number one, but Trevor Story, I'm starting to warm up to the potential of Trevor Story. I'm not going to complain if it's Freddie Freeman, and a trade for Matt Chapman would also feel really good, too.
Yeah, at the end of this, I want to get to our question. Also, we got a dono.
Hey, big dono here for Jackson. Yo, our new Yankee subscriber coming in here and saying Ronald Guzman for MVP.
Let's go.
Dude, I would lose it. I wonder how much money, if we took the $5 that you just donated and bet Ronald Guzman for MVP.
Like we'd win.
We could probably quit our jobs, man. If we did that, I guarantee we could.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Guarantee we could. I do want to go back here. Thank you so much for the donation, man. We really appreciate that. For your sake, I hope that it's a good signing. Ricardo Mendez says, "Hi, new sub here. Do you think that Chapman is a better fit than J-Ram for the Jays with Biggio and Espinal sharing second?"
You say Chapman's a better fit?
Yeah, do you think that Chapman is a better fit for the Blue Jays with Espinal and Biggio sharing the second base?
Yeah, I mean, that's totally an option, right?
Then J-Ram. He was talking about J-Ram, too.
Chapman being better than J-Ram.
Fit for the Blue Jays, that's right, yes.
Well, I mean, they both would fit fine defensively. Yeah. I think Chapman defensively would fit a lot better because then, you can kind of, anyway, regardless of both scenarios, you're splitting time between Espinal and Biggio at second, which I really like.
Which would
that's
be great
really
too,
cool.
yeah.
But offensively, I think J-Ram makes way more sense. He fits perfectly with our big bats because Matt Chapman has a bit of a lower batting average in the last couple of years. Even when he's not doing his best, he has a middle of the pack batting average. But the slugging's really good. So yeah, they're fit differently in different ways. Defensively, they both fit perfectly, but J-Ram's obviously the better option.
Yeah, I mean, J-Ram is the overall better player here. I don't think there's any denying that. But when you do factor in, I think when it shifts for me is how much do you need to give up for J-Ram instead of how much do you need to give up for Matt Chapman per se. And it's like we're giving up a lot of prospects for J-Ram, whereas for Matt Chapman, it's like, oh, only one. Then I'm like, okay, maybe I do prefer the Matt Chapman option here and just kind of hope that he gets back to like the form that he can do, because he could hit 30, 35 home runs, no problem.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's like we've seen that in the past. He's capable of doing that, and he is coming off of, or last year he was coming off of a big shoulder injury. I think that kind of hindered him. He started to heat up at the end of last season. So I do want Matt Chapman, but yeah, I mean, J-Ram is the better player here for sure.
I agree. Also, we got something from Rod here. Hola, guys. Do sub.
What's up, bro?
What's up, bro? I believe J-Ram would be the better fit than Chappie, and I agree. And like we said, we absolutely agree.
Yeah, at the end of the day, like J-Ram is going to be a better player. Like it will happen. But Chapman, maybe. Hey, did you know? The trade that they made for Chris Bassett. Yeah. I put it into Trade Simulator. We love Trade Simulator, guys. It's a great site. Go check it out sometime if you ever want to play around. But oftentimes, when you trade for a sure thing in a player, you need to send more value over. Yeah. That's not what happened at all. In fact, they were sending pretty significantly less value. The Mets were sending over to the Oakland Athletics to acquire Chris Bassett. And I thought that was interesting because it was like the Oakland Athletics were kind of just like, okay, like we got an offer. Here you go. It felt like, rather than like kind of negotiating to get the most out of the dude like they might have could have.
That was the first person that kind of took it, because I think that, again, time is of the essence. Maybe that's some pressure under them. They're like, oh, we got to get rid of this guy now. Yeah. We want to make sure that we get this plan done. Well, I think if I'm Oakland Athletics, you really got to. I know you want to ship everyone now, but it's almost. It could be better. It could be worse if you wait till the trade deadline.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There is a bit of a.
It's a risk.
It's a risk. There is a bit of a deadline now to get some people, but if there's no, people fighting at the table for these guys, then wait it out a little bit, my man. Wait it out.
And Mantis over here says they could just go neither, and I think you're in reference to. Oh, I want to take a look at that.
I do want to take a look at this. I'll bring it up because we're talking about it.
But I think that Mantis is referring to, Chapman and J-Ram, and absolutely they could do neither. Like, the likelihood of us getting those guys is less than the likelihood of us not getting those guys. And at the end of the day, like, we've been talking about it, like, we're okay with Espinal starting over there and seeing what the kid has to offer. Mm-hmm. And then maybe if he's trapped, then we trade for J-Ram mid-season, right? It's like, this is definitely doable.
Wow. All right.
How do you feel about this, bro?
I was just taking a look, and
How do you feel about this, guys? Take a look at this tier list right here.
Gosh.
Now that we're pivoting away from the free agents for just 1 second,
we have to look at this. I just saw this on Twitter here.
Taking a look at the tier list.
World Series contenders, LA, yes. New York, we're questionable right now because we haven't done anything. San Diego, ooh, that's questionable a little bit too. Your rotation's kind of boo-boo. Rays, yes. Houston, yes. I just want to point out the bad ones in my mind. Texas. Get out of there. The probable playoffs. A's, get out of there. Maybe playoffs. Miami's got to go. Cubs got to go. Maybe Twins.
Well, maybe playoffs is a weird one because, I think that the Marlins could maybe playoffs if their rotation continues to do it. Maybe playoffs.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Washington's got to get out of there too. Cardinals, I would say, put in probable playoffs. They're not even maybe.
Holy crap! What?
Dude,
okay, this is the dumbest
it gets worse the more you go down. It gets
I'm
worse.
What the hell are those guys doing down there?
The Brewers are in no playoffs.
The Brewers,
they're the favorites,
and the White Sox.
And the White Sox.
What the hell are they doing down there?
That's ridiculous.
This is also a stupid list too because it's like they go from World Series contender to probably you make playoffs.
Yeah.
Where's there's another tier in between those two tiers, you know?
I agree.
It's there's World Series contender, then there's definitive playoffs, and then it's maybe probably playoffs.
This looks like a guy or someone who hasn't really watched baseball at all, because they have also in the bottom tier 100+ losses the Mariners, who won 90 games last year, and then you have Detroit Tigers, which I think are maybe playoffs.
Yeah. So okay, Apple 1388 here says make your own version of this list, and okay, we can quickly go through this right now and basically give what we think. LA World Series, absolutely. Rays, absolutely. Houston, absolutely. Those are probably the biggest World Series contenders.
Yep.
I think that there should be another tier where it's serious contender or serious and in the contenders, I'm looking at the Yankees. The Brewers for sure. The White Sox. And then it's do you have us and Boston there?
Yeah, us and Boston contenders.
Us and Boston should be in contenders.
Braves
and Braves too. Oh, okay. Where do we put the Mets here?
Where the heck are the Mets?
I don't even see the Mets.
Mets are going to be. They have to be contenders. They made too many moves not to be.
Yeah. Okay. So there's 3 World Series contenders, and then you got the New York Yankees. You got us, Braves, Boston, Milwaukee, Sox, and Mets in the series contenders. Probable playoffs. You're probably
hopefuls.
Hopefuls. I mean,
Padres. You got to put Padres there.
Padres are hopeful for sure. I think that
San
Cardinals are hopeful. San Francisco is hopeful.
Maybe we're being low on San Fran, because I know a lot of people think really high of San Fran.
I know we're being low on San Fran. I just gotta see their team makeup by the end of the season. Yeah. I think I gotta wait.
I gotta see them.
Yeah, I gotta wait a little bit and see, because they are very old guys.
They are old, but they're good. They're good old.
I think that Phillies are hopeful for sure.
Phillies.
Who else could be hopeful here? Seattle, hopeful.
Seattle.
Yeah, Cardinals definitely hopeful. Those are probably all the ones that I have in hopeful. I mean, Detroit's fringe hopeful.
Detroit's fringe, yeah. They could be at the bottom of that.
Oh, and Texas is hopeful. Texas has got to be hopeful now.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, they got to make a couple more moves.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that they're going to do it, but I think that if I was
hopeful.
They are hopeful. It's if I was a Texas fan, I'd be like, I'm hopeful. And then probably no playoffs. We're looking at, I don't think the Cubs are making playoffs.
No.
I do not believe that the Twins are going to make playoffs. Washington's not making playoffs. No. Miami's probably not making playoffs. No. Rockies aren't making playoffs.
KC's not making playoffs.
KC's not making playoffs. Arizona's not making playoffs.
Oh, Arizona would be in the 100+ losses.
Oh, yeah. We're doing that, yeah. What about Angels? Are they hopeful? Are Angels hopeful right now?
Yeah, they're always hopeful, so sure.
Yeah, I guess Angels are hopeful.
They did make a couple good moves, so that's good on them.
Yeah.
But yeah, then 100+ loss is easy. It's going to be
Baltimore,
Pittsburgh, and Arizona.
Yeah. Those are all there.
It's kind of all them. Maybe. I mean, maybe Washington. I don't know.
Maybe Washington and maybe Kansas City. That could be in the 100+ losses.
Yeah.
Kansas City's going to be bad this year, bro.
They are.
They're going to be really
pretty
bad.
They're going to be pretty bad.
Yeah, and I do think I think some teams got cut off there because there were some teams that were probably missed in there as well. But,
a lot of teams weren't even there.
Yeah, those are the lists
That's what
right
we got
now.
I did want to prompt a question because right now the Blue Jays are in the middle, obviously, in this free agency. We've made some good moves. We've got Yimmy, we've got Kevin Gosman, we've got Yusei. So what would you grade if our offseason ended right now? What would you grade our offseason from A, B, C?
Okay, and also you guys let us know in the comments as well. What would you grade the Toronto Blue Jays offseason so far with everything that we've done? The Jose Barrios extension, the Gosman thing.
Oh yeah, Jose Barrios extension. That's
I do rate the Jose Barrios extension probably the highest move that we made so far. B.
I was gonna say a B.
B.
We did get our Ray replacement.
Yeah.
We get our Mats replacement.
Yeah.
We even added Yimmy, which is okay.
I don't think that we've addressed the bullpen enough. I don't think that we've addressed the bullpen.
And we lost Marcus Semien.
And we haven't acquired a new bat here,
which isn't big problem, but it's still that's the difference between if we do get a bullpen piece. Let's say we go get Andrew Chafin. Okay, I'm thinking we're an A-.
I think if we acquire, if we shore up the bullpen, then I'm we've done an A- here. And then if we also go out and get a Chris Bryant or a Trevor Story,
if we get a big name, A+.
A plus right there.
Absolutely.
It's what I'm looking at. We've done a really good job. We've seen a lot of B pluses in here. Keisha with the fat F right now. I think you're channeling your inner Yankeedom right
Yankees,
now.
dude, Yankees are a solid D- right now, bro.
Yeah. I feel bad for all of our Yankee fans in here, Jack Smith,
they know
and everything. But yeah, it's you guys are having a rough offseason, which is definitely questionable for you guys. And he also says, Jack Smith, shout out, I think they dodged a bullet by not signing Ray long term. And we were talking a lot about that, and it's very possible, dude. Kevin Gosman and him are super similar though. So I could just as easily see Kevin Gosman kind of falling apart as I could see Robbie Ray falling apart.
Yeah.
But I do think that Ray was always very volatile, and I'm okay with not giving him the bag.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. We'll see. And honestly, this is going to be a big thing we're going to be looking at, too. We're probably making a lot of comparisons throughout the season as the numbers are being made by their performance.
Also, 212 people in here right now. Please hit the like button if you haven't already, and hit the subscribe button. So many more videos to come. I saw something right here on Gene Lee saying, are there any news on Ketel Marte?
No.
That's something I haven't looked up on Twitter in a really long time, actually, is Ketel Marte.
That's something. I think I looked it up it's been a couple days,
right.
But nothing.
We'll take a quick look on Twitter, see if you guys done anything. Jack saying, nah, Yankees are F-. I hate to say it, dude, but I kind of agree with you. Jeff says, C, I want a lefty or a switch. We're too right-heavy for me. Potentially so. I know a lot of fans want that lefty. I'm okay with it if we just have solid overall great hitters. But yeah, having a nice lefty bat would also be very good.
Nothing really right now. Just speculation here, Arizona, Zach Gallen, and Ketel Marte would probably be an obvious. Would obviously have to include some sort of prospects with Voit. Oh, interesting. Talking about with the Yankees.
Potentially trading there for the Yankees. I don't see why, if I was Arizona,
why would I want that?
Why would I trade Ketel for Voit?
Voigt's already 30 now too.
Yeah, it's just that doesn't really make the sense for me. If I'm giving up Ketel Marte, I want Jason Dominguez from the Yankees, or their top prospects or stuff. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I don't really want Luke Voit right now.
Yeah, really nothing. I would. There's people fans saying I would like Mariners to trade for Ketel Marte. Well, I'd like the Blue Jays to trade for Ketel Marte.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the Chris Bryant to potentially the Mariners thing?
That makes sense for the Mariners. That's what I kind of speculated too. Before, what team would get Chris Bryant, and I did think it would be the Mariners.
Right.
So because that just makes sense. That makes sense for their team. What about you? What do you think?
I mean, I think it does make a lot of sense for them. Obviously, I don't like it because, like, I've been growing more and more attached to the idea of us acquiring Kris Bryant. And, I mean, like, out of all of the big bats that are left, like I've said many a time on this podcast, like, he's my #1 target. So I don't want to see him go there, especially to a team in the American League. That would kind of suck. And a team that was, like, riding our ass so hard last year.
Yeah,
it's like that is a clear upgrade from Kyle Seager to then Kris Bryant. It's like, okay, you guys have just improved, which I don't like either. And as we can see, the 364 votes. Hey, shout out to all you guys for voting right there.
Wait, not boo. Cheers.
Cheers to everybody who voted. That's awesome. But 39% of you guys saying Kris Bryant over Freddie Freeman at 27, Kenley Jansen at 19, and Trevor Story at 15. And yeah, I mean, I agree with that.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly. Basically, you're going by. Yeah, that's actually what I would rank it to in my mind. I'd go Kris Bryant, Freeman, Jansen, and Story, just based on like hype level. Would you get more hype for Jansen or Story? Actually?
Story for sure.
I'd probably Story.
Definitely Story. I mean, at the end of the day, like Jansen is amazing, but he is 34 years old, and like if we sign him to a deal, it might be like a 2-year deal sort of thing, and whatever. But it's like Trevor Story, we would see every single day hitting. And I mean, like, we'd probably have, we'd sign Trevor Story, you got to think it's at least a 5-year deal.
Yeah.
Probably longer than that. So, yeah, exactly. Like, I would definitely get hyped for a Trevor Story over a Kenley Jansen. But I mean, I'd be happy with all these guys for God's sakes.
Agreed. Yeah. What are you thinking? How much longer you want to do this? Because nothing really coming out right now.
Let's take a quick look at the Blue Jays one more time to see if there's been any more rumors, guys. And if you have any more questions, hit us with them in the chat. Might be hopping off soon, folks, because it looks like all of the things are pretty quiet right now. It's all quiet on the free agency front, which is kind of shocking because, like, 48 hours, 72 hours ago, actually, basically Freddie Freeman's agent came out and said it will be imminently happening in 24 hours.
Wow. Well, it could be tonight. It could be after. Who knows?
Could be after. I mean, you never know about these things. But
here we go. There's something where you guys could probably blow up if you really wanted to. Who are your favorite MLB content creators? YouTube, podcast, blog, anything. So, guys, hit Twitter. Hit Kenny13 Aceball. And hit us up. You know, throw our stuff in the description. Why not?
Sweet. Yeah,
that'd be super dope. I like it.
Wyatt says, question for you guys. If Freeman goes to LA, who gets Olsen after, New York or Braves? And it's definitely going to be one of them. I think that the Braves will, though, just because New York has been so quiet. Like, I don't have any faith in the New York office right now to be doing anything, really. Maybe I'm underrating them.
Maybe I am.
Maybe they're going to go crazy in a week. It's going to be like, oh my God, Yankees. It's very possible. But I do think that the Braves are, like, they're going to need a first baseman, and they know that their backup plan is going to be freaking Olsen. And if that's the case,
clear too.
Then New York Yankees are going to get Rizzo, right? So it's like, that's what's going to happen.
Also, we got Nicholas Rebello saying, hey guys, it's been a while since I joined one of your live streams. Shout out, Nicholas. Nice to see you again. How's it going? And happy belated, Adam. Thanks, bro.
Let's go.
Thanks, bro.
Happy belated, Adam. Yeah. Like, what, 4 days ago? Yeah. 4 days ago.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, guys. Well, nothing really happening.
Nothing really happening with Jays right now, folks. We're hoping that something would pop off tonight, but it doesn't look like it. We'll be live again, though, very soon. I don't know when the next night that we're going to do this is, though, folks. But definitely in the future, as the big boys leave. Look out for Minute Monologue tomorrow. It will definitely be coming out talking about the rumors that will inevitably happen over the next 12 hours while we are asleep and everything like that. And comment down below what you think about, like, all the free agents, where they're going to go, who's going to sign next, who's going to get traded. What do you want? Who do you not want? Blah, 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 blah. You know the drill. And also hit the like and subscribe button because that would make us feel really good. We just hit 5K and we want to keep growing, man. We want to keep growing so we can quit our jobs. So that'd be great.
Let's quit our jobs. Repeat after me. Quit our jobs. Quit our jobs. Quit our jobs. Yes!
Oh, yeah. I want to quit my job, dude.
I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I wish I could just wake up and do this all day. All right, everybody. Take care. See y'all next time. And go Jays, go!